Hello and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things football. In today's video, we're going to tell you why Chelsea and Liverpool want to sign Romeo Lavia, the 19-year-old defensive midfielder from Southampton. Lavia is one of the hottest prospects in England right now, and he has attracted the interest of two of the biggest clubs in the Premier League. But what makes him so special? Let's find out. Born in January 2004, Lavia commenced his professional journey with Anderlecht before being recruited by Manchester City's renowned academy at the age of 16 in 2020. Despite interest from numerous other Premier League clubs at the time, the appeal of City was too strong to resist. Lavia's choice turned out to be a brilliant one, as he quickly garnered attention within the club. Transitioning from a centre-back to a defensive midfield role, the Belgian played a role in the City's development team's victories in the Premier League 2 Championship in both 2021 and 2022. He was also given the opportunity to make 2 appearances in first-team matches during the 2021-22 season. However, the summer of 2022 marked a turning point for Lavia's promising career at the Etihad Stadium. Together with Juan Lario, Samuel Edozie and Gavin Bazunu, he was part of a significant departure of young talents from Manchester City to Southampton. This move provided Lavia with a chance to establish his legacy in the Premier League. Although things didn't go exactly as planned, he seized the opportunity to showcase his talents with great determination. Southampton's approach in the transfer market was daring, and it quickly became evident that not every young player they had brought in was ready for the challenge of Premier League soccer. However, Lavia stood out as an exception, adapting seamlessly to his new responsibilities and hardly missing a match when he was in good physical condition throughout the entire season. His remarkable presence in the lineup became even more noteworthy when you take into account the player he was entrusting with replacing, Romeo. Criticisms have been directed at Barcelona for signing Romeo this summer. Romeo has nearly 200 Premier League appearances to his name and rarely put a foot wrong when he pulled on a Saints shirt. Despite carrying the extra pressure, Lavia appeared entirely unfazed in the initial stages of his time at Southampton, showcasing his skills and offering his team a crucial defensive shield. If you were to engage in a conversation with a devoted St. Mary's Stadium attendee, you would find that Lavia is not held responsible for the club's unfortunate relegation. Even with James Ward-Prowse scoring 9 goals from the midfield, the young talent managed to secure the Daily Echo's Player of the Season accolade. The official award was skipped by the club for obvious reasons. So what is it that makes Lavia such an exciting talent? One of the most remarkable qualities he possesses is his remarkable composure. Despite his young age, Lavia exhibits an ability to make everything appear remarkably smooth. Even when facing immense pressure, his mental clarity remains unwavering. As highlighted by the analyst in a recent assessment, Lavia experienced more pressure situations than any other Southampton player in the previous season, 18.8 pressures per 90 minutes. Yet he achieved an even higher rate of pass completion, 86.2%, compared to any of his fellow teammates. Taking a closer look at the statistics further emphasizes Lavia's composed demeanor. When facing pressure last season, his average pass completion rate stood at 79%. These figures are in line with the achievements of prominent deep-lying midfielders in the Premier League, such as Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Thiago Alcantara. The term press-resistant has gained prominence as a tactical buzzword in recent times, but it describes Lavia perfectly. He possesses a formidable set of body feints, deceptive moves, and skills that render him exceedingly difficult to dispossess. Last season, he also developed a signature move that stood out. In the build-up phase, Southampton's central defenders would separate, often initiating the play by rolling the ball to Lavia through Bazunu. If someone tried to intercept, Lavia would calmly assess his surroundings, execute a slight feint, and easily evade his opponent. This particular skill was something he dedicated substantial effort to perfect under the guidance of Enzo Maresca, who was then a coach at City and currently leads Leicester. Lavia disclosed this in an interview with Goal back in 2021, stating, "I take great pleasure in regaining possession and playing passes through the lines. Enzo has provided me with significant assistance in this aspect, consistently emphasizing the importance of being positioned to see the game's progression, which is no longer an issue. I recognize my strengths, yet I also appreciate their guidance if I make a mistake." Discovering a defensive midfielder who possesses such a strong desire for retaining possession has been one of the key conundrums for England's top sides recently. This is why Rodri and Declan Rice cost so much. Nonetheless, if Lavia is placed in the appropriate setting, there's every possibility that he could equal or even excel the capabilities of these two individuals, both of whom are acknowledged as some of the finest players in their position on the global stage. However, Lavia's skills extend beyond graceful passes. He is also fully capable of embodying the spirit of the esteemed Liverpool midfielders from the past by engaging in robust challenges. Only 5 players aged 20 or younger in the top 5 European leagues completed more tackles than Lavia last season, with just 2 individuals. Jude Bellingham and Lorenzo Pirola of Salernitana achieving more blocks. Lavia particularly excels at one-on-one defending, and it's rare to see a player dribble past him if he's facing them. And while he can be a bit sloppier when he has to retreat due to his mixed side tackle success, it's not so much of a flaw as to prevent him from becoming an elite defensive midfielder. His interception numbers are also not quite as impressive as his tackles and blocks. This is an area he's likely to improve upon as he gets more experience, following a trend of others in his position. Lavia's standout quality, differentiating him from players of similar age and position, is his adeptness at ball carrying. While Rice requires several Premier League seasons to master this skill, Lavia has shown no such hesitations. He displays self-assurance in advancing the ball independently when a pass isn't viable. In the previous season, only 2 Southampton players surpassed his carrying frequency: Ward-Prowse and dynamic fullback Kyle Walker-Peters. Impressively, Lavia's total carrying distance even surpassed Rodri's. His extensive involvement with the ball highlights his exceptional confidence and courage, mental abilities poised to propel his game to the next level, especially if his anticipated significant transfer occurs this summer. However, like any young player, Lavia is a work in progress. One area of consideration is his somewhat less impressive progressive passing. He excels at maintaining midfield ball circulation and possesses a compact switch to the flanks. Yet, the sort of spectacular passes seen from players like Diego at Liverpool cannot be consistently expected from him, at least not at this stage. Assessing his contributions in the final third is complex. If he secures a move to either Chelsea or Liverpool, he'll likely encounter teams implementing a low block to stifle his team's forwards. In such scenarios, having a defensive midfielder capable of delivering penetrating passes is vital, and there are 1 or 2 doubts over whether Lavia possesses the creative flair. Nonetheless, there are promising indications. He played a substantial role in Southampton's build-up throughout most of the season, even though offensive weaknesses and tactical challenges often prevented his efforts from translating into goals. The race for Lavia is heating up as the transfer window draws to a close. Both Chelsea and Liverpool are keen on securing his services, but they will have to meet Lavia's £50 million valuation. Lavia himself is said to be waiting for a move to Liverpool, but he could be tempted by Chelsea's offer as well. It remains to be seen where he will end up playing next season. So there you have it. These are some of the reasons why Chelsea and Liverpool want Romeo Lavia in 2023. He is one of the most sought-after young midfielders in Europe right now, and he could be on his way to either Stamford Bridge or Anfield before the transfer window closes. Who do you think will sign him? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more football content. Thanks for watching, see you next time.